The stars. My name is Yaakov. I have 3 sisters, Sarah, Rivka, and Fanny. Me, I'm the oldest. Every day I take my sisters to the park. They want me to play with them, but I think their games are silly, and anyway, they always end up quarreling. They drive me crazy. I prefer to read. I love space. I know that one day I'll go to the moon, to Mars, to Titan, or to Ganymede. In the meantime, I make rocket ships out of tin cans and yogurt cups. Yaakov, you're wasting your time. You do better to spend your time on important things. My father has a grocery store, and he has decided that I'll take over the business when I grow up. But Dad, I already told you I don't want to be a grocer. I want to be an astronaut. And, what did I do to deserve a son like this? What a crazy idea. This comes from your side of the family. At my house, we always had our feet on the ground, he said to Yaakov's mom. I think Dad is right. They say that Mom's grandfather was a daydreamer, a crazy kind of poet who played a fiddle on the roof. My mother is the opposite of my father. She is sweet and gentle. When we are with her, we laugh and sing all the time. I don't think she gives a hoot whether I become a grocer or not. She just wants me to be happy. Yankel, stop getting on your father's nerves. That's all I ask. Try not to be on the moon when you are supposed to be looking after your sisters. Sometimes being on the moon is very nice, but it can get lonely. Then one day at the park, something, or more like someone, caught my eye. Feet, lovely feet in red sandals. You should know that no one in my family walks around in bare feet. Boys wear boots and girls wear flat slippers, but never sandals. These are the most beautiful feet I have ever seen in all of my life. The toes are regular and go down in perfect order by size, and the nails are like tiny computer screens. In comparison, I have totally uneven toes that look like battlements on a castle. The owner of these beautiful feet is a girl my age who has a pretty face. It is the first time I've seen this girl. A bunch of her brothers are jumping all around her. I rub my eyes. I look closely. She's reading about space. Then she looks up. Her eyes are black, like 2 little asteroids. She notices me, my book, and my astonished face. Her face lights up with a beautiful smile. Her teeth are just as regular as her toenails. And the most incredible thing is that her family has just moved into the house right behind ours. There's no point in saying that no one has to beg me to take my sisters to the park ever again. We spend hours talking about space. I am mainly interested in spaceships. And Alcha knows so much about the stars, the galaxies, the universe. Soon we are inseparable, like twin stars. I feel like I'm in orbit around her. Together we go to the neighborhood library. It looks like an old church. We empty out the astronomy shelves. After the library, I take Aicha to get her first bagel. I have a sesame seed bagel. She has a poppy seed one, soft and warm from the oven. Delicious. Then Aicha takes me to eat ice cream at Bill Bockett's. I've never set foot in there before. I order pecan chocolate chip. She orders maple syrup. Your ice cream makes me think of a comet, she tells me. But we aren't to be gossiped about. We have become best friends. When I am with her, everything seems easier. I didn't notice time going by anymore. You see that star? It's Deneb. And those are Altair and Vega. Those stars were named by Arab astronomers in the Middle Ages. And that's the Great Bear? Yes, I know that one. It looks like a dipper. Look at the second star on the handle. It's not 1 star, but 2 stars side by side. You're right, I can see them. That proves you have good eyesight. They say that to be an archer in Genghis Khan's army, you had to be able to tell them apart with your bare eyes. Aicha takes my hand and points my finger at other stars, but leaning against her in the bowl of the hammock with my cheek so close to hers, I can't see anything anymore. Gently, her veil slips off her shoulders and a waterfall of curls busts out like an intergalactic cloud. At that moment, a huge yell makes us leap into the air. It's Aicha's father. I flee at the speed of light as if I've been struck by lightning. The next day, it's impossible to see Aicha. No one answers when I knock on her door. She doesn't come to the park anymore. Things are very bad. My dad and Aisha's dad fight about us. I don't want your son around my daughter. I don't want your daughter to speak to my son. But a few days later, they agree on one thing, to build a wall. Days and weeks pass without me seeing Aicha. I am obliterated. Secretly, I begin to dig a tunnel. Aicha has moved out. Years go by, many years. Against my father's wishes, I study science, especially physics and chemistry. I achieve my dream. I work at NASA, and I build space probes. I calculate their paths toward planets like Saturn and Jupiter, and even farther. Then one day, when I am at a huge international astronomy conference, Aicha! We jump into each other's arms. We hug each other. She smells as sweet as ever, like jasmine. We have so much to tell each other and lost time to make up. We talk, and since that day, we have never been apart.